Hello members and welcome back to the Old Farm Countryside. You join me in July at 11:34. As you can see right in front, the wheat field is ready to go. If we look over there, so is the big beautiful oat field. That's all ready to go as well. But before we get into that, if you look at the top of the screen in the top right corner, you might see we've got 55,500 in the bank. When I last left you, did we have about 600,000? Yeah, so I'm going to give you a bit of an update of a few little tweaks and things that have changed off camera. And I'm going to do it in a bit of a quick cutscene. So, brace yourself. So the first thing I spent some money on was this truck in the Fendt colours and this inside, the herdsman stick. Now I've got this truck because it's quick and easy to get about. It's got a tow bar, so if we need to move milk about up to our dairy, this is quick for that. If we need to grab the pallet trailer and go pick up some pallets, again, this is quick. It does about 70 odd miles an hour. And also, it's very handy to keep this in and strap it in. If you are not sure what that stick is, the herdman stick is like an animal trailer. It will move any of your animals. So you go up to an animal like dialogue box with the stick, move up to 200 animals into the stick, take it to the next destination, move them into the new home. That is very handy, very cheap, awesome bit of kit, and it saves having a big beefy trailer kicking about for that reason. So that is the herdman stick. I'm sure we can try and show you that at some point a little later. The next thing we can talk about then are the animals themselves. So you might remember in the last episode we had the issue with the food and the protein. Not basically, if you put all the food in, protein won't go in. Food drops down a bit of protein goes in. There is a bug on the map. I've done a lot of testing to check this. I've also been in talks with the map maker, dropped him an email to say, look, I think there's a bug on here. He seems to agree with that there is an issue. Has basically told me the only workaround for me to do like now is to try and do it 50-50, half food, half protein. That is the only way around it at the minute. So what I've opted for, I'm just going to scrap the protein altogether. Yes, it means that the animals are going to be a bit slower, only 70% efficient with the grain only, but we're just going to roll with it because I want to make sure that they're stocked up on food and then I don't have to worry about them for a little while. So that is the latest. All the protein, once it's run out of all the pastures like the sheep, and obviously here, I think this is run out anyway actually. I think it has. Once it's run out of the sheep, we're just not going to do any more. So that is the update on the animals. You might see over here then that we have got rid of the big trailer with the big wings on it for picking up stones, and the tedder is in its place. I just think it fits better in here. Now the reason for getting rid of the trailer and stones just weren't doing much. I did have a look around. I watched another YouTuber's video on doing a map tour. There isn't a massive amount on here to do with stones. Yes, this place here is a stone warehouse and you can store stones, but really all you can do is turn them into lime, which is what we were doing. And it wasn't for a massive amount because we don't get that amount of like stones. We don't get like overwhelmed with stones. And you might have seen as well that we did the cultivating. It didn't really bring up much stones. A couple of fields give us like just over 2,000 litres. Yeah, wasn't worth it. So I got rid of the lime production, sold the lime that we did have, got rid of the trailer, and then just went into the settings and turned stones off. So we're just going to ignore stones and just completely bypass all that. I think it's the best way. So also because of getting rid of stones, I decided, you know what? If I'm getting rid of stones, the cultivating brings up stones. And that was sort of the reason as well why doing a bit of cultivating. And also our planter needed cultivating. It needed a fresh field. So I thought, well, we're going down the path of getting rid of stones. We'll get rid of the cultivator. We'll get rid of that whole lot, that whole process. The planter went and I bought this beauty. Now, it was a bit expensive, but it has fertilizer in and it's 8 meters and it does everything. So it will put all the crops in, apart from the new like root crops like parsnips, carrots and red beet. Won't put them in, but it will do everything else. So like potatoes, sugar beet, all that kind of stuff, and all your normal crops. Plus, it's direct drill, so no need to cultivate. So in the process of getting rid of things then, I got rid of this buying station here because I put it there because of the protein. But obviously I've decided to just call it quits with the protein. So I've actually sold the protein little factory thing here. That's gone as well. Give us a bit of money back. What else did we do? I got rid of the other ones as well. There's another one. Was it here somewhere? What we're doing, like what made us solid fertilizer. It's a good price what we've got for buying it in. I don't need to make my own, so I got rid of that as well. You might have saw in the last few episodes, I forgot to mention that I moved these pumps over here. Just makes it so much easier when you're doing a bit of a drive-by. You can just drive by them all. No tight corners or anything like that. Now, I did get rid of this one here. Was this seed? I think this one. And I put that there. Just in case. In case any sudden, like, oh, I've not run out of this. Well, we can go buy it from here if we need to. But just there's an emergency. So that is all the updates on the farm. Just a couple more things. I've bought myself the horse enclosure. The horse pasture, barn, whatever you want to call it. Stables, that's what it's called. Couldn't think of the name then. I've bought it. This is ours now. No horses yet. We will do that on camera at some point. I haven't got the pigs yet because I think they're going to need a lot more food options than what I currently have in storage. So we'll need to look into the pigs. So just holding off on them just for now. I bought myself the second sheep enclosure. This is another reason why the money took such a dive. And what I did is we had 320 sheep over in that one there. Put 116 here. We split them in two. So that's got the same. This has got the same. And obviously it will give these more room now to mature. I think if we go and have a look on here, yeah, 2 months until we get offspring on both of them. So they're going to have babies in both. That seems a bit of a win there. I've not had to buy any more sheep, save myself some money. Put these in on all the pastures. Just for, like, it's just a water feeder. It's got like 1 million, I think it's 1 million or 1 billion litres. So I don't have to worry about that. You might have seen me use this on my Let's Plays before. It's just a shed that distributes wool. So when the wool appears here, that takes it in and sends it off. But where does it send it off? It sends it off to here then, my brand new spinnery. We've got a spinnery on the farm, so we're going to be doing fabric. Yes. So, you're asking me now, Craigie boy, did you stop at the fabric? No, I might have bought the needle and stitch, which is the where the fabric goes, and this makes clothes. So, sheep's wool is automatically distributing from that shed across to the spinnery. The spinnery then is turning the wool into fabric. It is then shipping the fabric automatically over to here, and this is turning the fabric into clothes. So this is the only kind of place we need to come to get the product when the clothes appear. I'm guessing, there we go, they'll appear there. So, yeah. It's going to be a slow process, but it's good money when the clothes do finally turn up. Now, is that it? Not quite. I got myself the cow pasture as well. Yep, that was the big spender of all of it, is the cow pasture. Now again, no cows, not done anything with it yet. I've literally just bought the actual barn. But it's going to be quite fun to actually get into this. We're not a million miles away. But I need a bit more money first to be able to actually buy the cows because they're not cheap. Now I did have a look when I was watching. All these little bits, I do apologise, like I said, all these little bits. I didn't want to make an episode of trying to go around buying all these little bits because you don't really need to see me buying them all. You need to see when they're actually in play, working. And because I had to have the video open on one of my screens and actually play the game to sort of watch a YouTuber and sort of go around and go, oh, that's where that is. That's where this is. Where's the spinnery? No idea where the spinnery was. Had to go check out another YouTuber's video. And it has to be the legend, Mr. Silly P. Had to watch his video as well. Great video going around showing everything. I learned quite a lot from that. And I learned a little bit about this as well. So you know we said about the robot? Well, the robot, actually, he did a test on this. I didn't realise, so I just thought, oh, it goes into the building, comes back. No, it goes along here. We'll do a quick little run through. It goes down here. It actually goes down the side of the building here, all the way to this end. It then goes in here, does its little... Actually, we can go in here now because I own it. It goes and obviously does all its feed in here. And then when it's finished, it comes out. Along here, you can see the little dirt track it goes, like the worn path. It goes all the way up here. Comes along here. And goes back home. it takes 7 minutes to do a complete round trip. Now, my only worry for that, what happens when you go to bed and we whiz through the night? Well, the cows are going to starve because that's never going to keep up, surely. Or does it? We will find that out as we go through. Now, just a couple more. Like I said, there's a lot of things actually, a lot more's gone on than I actually realised. But just a couple more. I bought myself this. And you're probably thinking, Craigie boy, what the hell's this? This? It's just a little place on its own. And it's an interactive production. We can actually go in. Look. Oh, yes. Put the markers on so I can see what does what. This, if I have a look in here, this is a Parmesan cheese production. So when we get cows, simply the milk will just go into here and it will make us Parmesan cheese. Now you're probably thinking, Craigie boy, why'd you bother with that? The reason why Parmesan cheese sells, now it's in kilograms, not litres for a change, it's in kilograms on this one. £25,000 per 1,000 kilograms. Oh boy. Can you see why I went for it now? This is another one. You're probably thinking, Craigie boy, that looks pretty similar. Yep, they're all pretty much a similar kind of building. Again, another interactive production one. It's slightly different though. What can we do in this one? Let's have a look. This one is where we can take our pistachios and we can turn them into pistachio oil. So you know I said like in a couple of episodes ago, I was like, what are we going to do with these pistachios? Well, I've actually found a reason for them. You take them in here, turn them into oil. So the pistachios are pretty rubbish on their own. Oil, about 7,000 per 1,000 litres. Oh, that's more like it. And the final one here is another one of these buildings. This one I thought would be a good one. Again, these are only like 25,000 per what, like per go to buy them. I thought that's not bad. This one again looks a bit like the cheese factory, but this one, this does milk to UHT milk. Yeah. Now again, you can sell milk on its own, or you can turn it into UHT milk and sell it for about 5,000 per 1,000 litres. It's just another way to boost up the milk. So instead of selling the milk on its own, there's another option here we can do with the milk. Now, I do believe that's everything. So, yeah, that is everything for now. Now, I do believe that's the best way to sort of show you that. Let me know in the comments below if you want it any different. But I just don't think it really makes a great video when you just me going through going, oh, I'll buy that, I'll buy this, I'll buy that, I'll buy that. It's like there's not really much of a video. Obviously, once they're actually in action and work and we're using them, it's kind of better in my opinion. So that's why I did a lot of that off camera. Plus, like I said, I needed to watch the video about where all them different places were. So yeah, that's a bit of an update. It took a little bit longer than I thought. I wasn't expecting it to sort of be that long. I wanted to try and give a bit of a quick update, but there was actually a lot more things going on than I actually realised. I mean, it did take me a few hours off camera. Now, we're just here at the grain elevator because July is the best time for our soybeans. Granted, they have dipped a little bit because it always seems to happen at silly o'clock, like through the night. But still, 164,000 is not bad. I think it was 174 was the best we could get. So, yeah, not bad. It gives us some money, so now we can maybe get some cows. Actually, no, we can't get cows yet, can we? Because the grass field's not ready. Nearly, but it's not quite ready yet for a cut to get some hay bales. Oh, it's a nice grass field here, aren't they? Hey, come on, Craig boy, we don't need any more grass fields. We've got enough. So we're going to use the littler one, I think, for some hay. And use the big one again, I think, for some more silage, because then we can get another boost of money. And that's the best way. I think we're doing okay for silage for now. Actually, for like what we need for ourselves, I think we've got enough. I think we've got about 11. But we've got to remember the 25,000 litres each. So that's you know, again, maths top of my head. No idea. But yeah, that is a bit of chunk of change, that. But also, that's a good literage. And that should keep us going. But again, the grass, I think we can get, is it 2 or 3 cuts a year? I'm not sure about 2 or 3 cuts a year. But yeah, we'll save the grass for the next one. Today, it's all about the wheat and the oat field. So Let's go get things set up. We'll go tackle the wheat first. The oats is the bigger one. We'll probably try and get a bit of a time lapse on that one. But yeah, we'll sort the wheat out. Wheat's going to go in storage because we're going to use that for the chickens. Oats. I need to... Actually, no, let's go down here. I don't need to turn there. I need to double check what the horses need. Because horses are now a good money maker. They really do get some value on them. But I need to find out what they actually take. Now, as far as I'm aware, it is oats. But I do believe they have all different things. Knowing the way that this map's going, it's not going to simply just be oats. We're going to have a lot of different things. So, yeah, we'll find out. But let's just get this wheat done. We'll get it in storage. And then we'll see if we can have a look into what the horses eat. Because if it is oats, we need to save some of that. We don't want it all going to the grain mill. So we're set up. Big Bertha is out ready to play. We're in here now because we've got a tree behind us. So let's just start in here. Straw swath is enabled. Let's go. Now we should be able to jump outside now the tree's gone. There we go. Literally straight in the tree. That's going to be quite good to use our new planter slash seeder because it does a bit of both. But we don't have to worry about this lovely soft texture. Again, we're back to just going and rolling in it. It's just so soft and comfy. So wheat, straw, we're definitely getting a lot of straw, so that's quite good. But we're going to need quite a lot of it for cows. I think we need some for the horses as well, don't we? If I remember right on previous ones, we need some straw for like the bedding for the horses. I think it is oats that they do take. But then is there any other wonderful and weird things that they take? Are they going to need protein as well? Problem is we can't see what they take, like without actually having horses in there. So we need to get horses in first, but then I don't want to get horses in until like we're ready to actually feed them. But we need them in to know what we have to feed them with. So yeah, it's a bit of a catch on that one, really. I think we'll probably get some in. I don't know. We're going to start young, I think. That'll be the best one. Start young. Maybe see if we can... Depends how much it's going to cost. Maybe we could buy... I think it holds... Is it 10? 10, 12 or something like that. Horses. I think we'll see if we can... Maybe get all 10 if I can afford it without, like, completely rinsing the bank account. And then if we get them young, let them mature, they'll mature and then the money will go up and then we can sell them on and maybe buy young again and just keep the cycle going. Yeah, I think that'd be quite good. Alright, well, let's just whiz through. We'll get this field done because there's not much to go. But I do think that the header seems to be a slight bit out. I do think my markings are a little bit off. But if I change them now, it will break it. So maybe we can have a look and change them. I don't know what size this header was, actually. We need to have a quick look and see if we can find out what size this header was. And then see if it is actually calculating it at the right size. It doesn't quite look it to me. So we'll go stop that there. If we jump out and we go and click on here and customize, it's 13.7 meters. So let's jump back in. We'll turn that off for now. We'll go into here. And if we scroll down with my mouse... We'll have a look. Where is it calculated? It's on here somewhere. Working with 13.5. So it is slightly off. So we'll change that to... Actually, let's just try auto detect. Yeah, it thinks it's 13.5. It's actually 13.7. So we'll submit that one, which means them now should be a little bit bigger. The problem is it means that we're going to have to line it up again separately because it's not going to measure it still. So we'll try and line it up with this down here now. Bit of a bump there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see if that works a little bit better when we get to the other end. It just means it's going to fit. You know, that literally, I don't know, are they in inches? I don't know if it's inches, but if it is, literally that couple of inches off, couple of inches really does make a difference. So hopefully when we get to the other end and we spin around, it should be on track and it should be nice and perfect in the full width now. I mean, it's not going to make a massive difference. We could have left it as it was. But as I've been told, every inch counts. And let's lift it up. Make sure the straw's out. Do a little spinny. That does seem to be, that blue line now seems to be more right on the edge, doesn't it now? That's looking good. Drop it down. Oh, that's better. Right on there now. Perfect. All right, let's just finish this off. We'll see what we've got all together. And then I think we'll get the straw up and we'll move on. So nearly 28,000 litres of wheat. That's not bad going. We'll just drop the header off at the oat field. And then we'll have a go. We can just tip this straight in here because we're close enough. There's no need for the tractor and trailer. Probably going to need it on the oat field because I think there's going to be more oats than this can cope with in one go. So we'll tip all that in there. That should be enough for the chickens. What I might do is I might just go start this off on a worker. Get it on course plate. Let it start. And then we'll just get the straw up and get the bales up. And then we can always sort of come back to this. And then do a bit of a time lapse and watch it going around sorting the oat field out. It keeps dribbling on the road. Don't do that. Right, let's sort of work her out. Okay, worker is set then. Let's go and activate this. Straw swath is enabled. Should start and pretty much go straight up as far as I'm aware. Yes, plenty of straw on this one. Alright, well, we'll let the worker just crack on with this. Do we unlock the speed so it's a bit quicker? No, you know what? We'll hop out. We'll let the worker carry on with that. Looking pretty good. Nice swath on that. Look at the size of that bad boy. Oh, that's jump. Crouch. Yeah, that's a good swath. Not looking too bad on the straw bales. This next one pops out. That'll be 100,000 litres. There we go. That's 100,000 litres of straw off this field so far. That's not bad. Thing is, you can never have too much straw. Because if you do get too much, always worth doing. It's never, I would never turn it off and go, you know what, I'm just going to chop it this time. I'm not going to get any straw. Always get it. Because you just suddenly go, oh, hold on, I'm really getting low on my straw now. Because you'd be surprised how much like the horses will take, how much the cows are going to take. It is going to be quite shocking of how quick it will get through. And because I've got the capacity to store it, then just do it. That's what you got to do, is just do it. If you do have too many, and you think, okay, I'm nearly maxing out my capacity now, well, you can always sell some. Get some money off it. Always make you a lot more than just chopping it on the floor. So let's go grab this then. We'll get the bales up. And then I think we'll go and have a little look and see what the work is getting up to in the oat field. So we'll just come through on here. I think this is set to bales. Oh, no, it's set... no. I forgot. Yeah, of course. We're using this trailer for bales now, aren't we? So we need to go change that. It's on Euro pallets, big bags. Euro pallets overloaded. No idea what that is. Round bale cotton, round bale 125, round 150, which is what we're doing on these. Let's go turn this on. Yes. Yep, I like this. This is good. There's only 4, so not too bad. We're going to get a lot more off the oat field. So we'll just grab them. Beautiful. Turn the auto load off and it will self-strap. There we go. It's 100,000 litres. And we need to remember we've got to come this way into the shed because they all go out from the left. Eject. There we go. Perfect. Yep, I think this one's going to be quite good for doing bales and also doing the pallet. I did also move some cheese across. I think we had about another 5 or 6 pallets of cheese. So yeah, cheese actually, strangely, is going to be quite good as well. That's sheep's cheese. Took some more milk across. Stock that up. We'll have a quick look now while we'll hook up to this. Worker's doing okay. I think the worker's set on 3 headlands. Has it quite... No, it hasn't quite done the 3rd one yet. So we'll turn the tractor off. We're just going to have a quick look at the stats. So you can see on here then we've got nearly 11,000 litres of sheep's milk in the dairy at the minute. And then let's go and have a look and see what we've got in storage. In storage then, 15,000 litres or just over. So around about 15 pallets in storage. best time to sell is in October. That will give us 107,000. That is not bad. Now, we're not going to just keep things stored up in there and wait and just stock them all like we used to. I think I said this before. As soon as we get to October and we get a good time on them, we're going to literally just get them all up, sell them, and we're going to not hold on to things. We're going to just sell them as soon as we can at the best time. Like we've been doing with the crops and stuff. Just get rid of things at the best time. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. He's just on his third one. Let's go jump on board. So I've just realised that I set the course play worker. Now it is set to do rounds before. We have had this chat before, so it will miss little bits on the edges, but we can do them on the corners. It's not too bad. Now it looks like course play has done a worse job of calculating the header than the actual like guided steering. It seemed to be quite off there. So again, that was my mistake. I should have set it to 13.7. I just let it do it automatically and completely forgot. I'm going to wait for it to finish his headland, and then I'm going to see if I can recalibrate it. So yeah, just bear with me. So I've just emptied this because I realised it was getting a little bit full. So since we started, we might as well. So I've gone and recalibrated it. It was at 13.5 when it needs to be 13.7. So what I'm thinking now is I've set it to the nearest waypoint. So obviously these little orange dots here are waypoints. So it should now, if I set it to the nearest one, it would detect the one the path we're on now. It's going to start going and doing its striping. So if we go and activate the worker again now, I'm hoping it will carry on. You can see it moved over a little bit. Put its pipe out because it's just seen the trailer, so it's triggered it to think, oh, I need to go and empty. So I'm kind of hoping now it's realised now, it's picked the header up again, it's realised that it's going to go do its striping, it's now figured out where it is in its cycle. So if we go and turn all them off, I'm hoping, there is a chance it's going to leave a slight little like slither, because it's obviously different measurements than what it's already done. So it might leave a little bit. Oh no, it seems like it's getting it all. But as you can see now, if we just go up and have a look, it is the full width now. It's picking it all up, so that's going to be a lot better. Otherwise, it's just, again, only a little bit, but it's going to mount up and it's going to take a lot more time. So let's sit back. We'll do a bit of a time lapse until it's either finished or it's next full. All the oats are done, so we're just going to go put this into the trailer without hitting the tractor. In we go. And then we'll have a look and see what we've got all together. We'll come back with the baler. We'll get the bales up. What do we think then? I'm going to go for 10. It's got to bear in mind the 25,000 each. 10? 4 off that field? Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to go for 10. So let's just go put this away. Jump back in the tractor, see how much we've got. We'll tip it in the silo. I was thinking about, oh, we want to put some of this in the grain mill. I'm not sure what to do because we need wheat for the chickens. Barley now, what I was originally going to use for the chickens, won't work in the chickens. So maybe we could use the barley in the grain mill if the oats are needed for the horses. Yeah, we need to look into this. 67,478 litres. That's not bad. So we'll go put this in here for now. And then we just need to work out like what the horses take. I'm pretty sure it is going to be oats. But what else? So let's just go and see quickly how much that is if we were to sell. Oh, wow. So look at that then. The barley, we've got 80,000 litres of barley, 35,000 litres of wheat. Wheat is 86,000 at the best. Barley for the 80,000 is 180, but 67,500 litres of oats, 257,000. Wow. Okay, so oats are definitely a good money maker. Maybe we need to try some more oats. Are they actually better than the soybeans? I think canola might be good as well. You know what? We need to have a look because we're at that kind of stage of the year where I'm not sure what else we can actually put in. Let's see if we can actually blast that off. Actually, we need to drop the weight first so it does blast the trailer. Otherwise, like I said, this instant wash doesn't do 3 items at once. Do we need this tractor? I've lost track. Oh no, we've got a tractor hooked up to the baler. So we'll be okay. We'll go put this one away. There we go. Turn that off. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to get the bales up. We're probably going to leave that there for this episode. And then I'm going to do some little testing. So I can do some testing like on a test map to see what them horses actually take. So then next time we'll come back in the episode and we'll be able to work out then actually what they take. Hopefully by then actually, you know what can we put in the ground? Is there anything now? So in the next month then we can actually put some canola in the ground, and then September we can put wheat and barley. I think we're going to have enough wheat for the chickens, and we work that out that we've got well over enough for that. Barley again, that's a bit of a waste, so we'll see if we can find something to do with that. Probably turn it into flour, that'll make them more money. But canola, we can at least probably fill a good chunk of our fields up. We could really do 4 fields of canola. I know it seems a bit excessive. We could turn it into oil if we could find an oil mill. I think there is a canola oil place. We could look at buying that, turn it into oil. But I think on its own could be quite good. So if we go down to here and have a look at canola. So if we go on to wheat and have a look at the seasonal fluctuations, the best for wheat is 2199. Not great, is it? Barley, 1470. That's rubbish. Oats, 3,426. Canola, nearly 4 grand. Yeah. Think it might be good to put canola in what was our 2 barley fields. That one in front of us and this one here. Do we think that's a good idea? Just looking at this though, there's not really much else we can do. So if we put canola in, this time of year, next year, canola will be ready, but then obviously we have missed everything else to be able to plant. But is there anything we actually need to do? That's the thing, is there actually anything we need in these fields? Or is it best just to find a way to put something in the ground to make us some money? I suppose it all depends on what the horses take. We know we've got everything for the cows, sheep, pigs. We haven't got pigs yet, but we have horses. So really, for now, I'll leave these empty. We'll have a look, do a little test to see what the horses need, and then we can look into, well, what's best to put in the fields. So all bales are collected. And yeah, I was a little bit off. We've got 17. I said 10. I got it a bit wrong. And yeah, that bale trailer, it didn't last long. Let's just say we might have swapped it. Now, don't get me wrong. It is a great trailer, and I've still got it. Just going to use it for pallets only, because it works awesome. Just amazing for pallets only. For bales, first time I've tried using it for bales, and it was okay when you're picking up a few. But when I went onto this field, it just didn't quite work right. You'd go around and get a few, and then it would sort of suddenly strap itself and disable the auto load because it thought, oh, it's full. No, you got a few spaces there. Like, take them off again, redo it, then it would get a few more on, and then you sort of get stuck again. You're going back and forth, you're like, hang on a minute, and then suddenly now it only takes 6 bales. It's like, what happened? Yeah, it was just causing a bit of a headache, so I just thought, you know what, scrap that, but then splash a little bit of money and gone for a real-life Anderson trailer. This is a real-life one. It does exist in real life. And yeah, okay, it might be 50,000, but hey, we've got the money. So I decided to go and treat myself to this little beauty. And this thing holds 24 round bales. So higher than any of our trailers have done so far. So yeah, you know what? I think that's going to be a good addition to the farm. Gotta spend some money. Oh, I can't see anything. Gotta spend some money on your equipment. Spend the money on your equipment. Look after your equipment. It'll look after you. Now, if I'm right, I believe these just push in. So let me just double check how we do unload this. So unload bales. It should lift up a little bit. Let's go to the side. Can we see? And then you do it again, and it should just push them all in. From what I believe. We have used this before, but I do keep forgetting how to do this one. Yeah, there you go. Pushing them all in. Beautiful. Yep, there's a lot of straw in there now. So we'll reset that. That should come back and reset it all. And then I think we'll just go and tuck this in down the side here. Should be able to go back inside now. Is it finished? Let it finish. Lift up. I'm going to try and get around that silly placed cone. We'll put it in here. It should be quite good in here. Should have enough room. I don't think it's too long. Oh, I'm about to find out. Ah, look at that. Perfect. Oh, the camera's going to keep flicking back and forth a bit there because I'm going a bit slow. Let's just hop out and see. I think that's all in. Oh, beautiful. It's like it's made to measure. Right, let's give it a wash. There we go. So, that is a good day's done there. How much straw have we got in here now? So, silage 11, silage 56 straw. And 12 grass. Okay, so we need some more silage, but 11 I think is a good start. That's a good few 100,000 litres there. The hay is going to be interesting to do because we've got to cut the grass as normal. It's got to not swath. We've got to do it loose, like widespread. Then ted it. Then what do we do about the baler? Because really we should go around then with a windrow. But we could potentially, the baler's got a wide pickup on it. I'll have a think about that one and see. We might have to get a windrow if we want to try and do it a bit better. Or can we? I mean, we could potentially put them windrows what go on the front of the tractor. We've used them before. And then just tow the baler around after. Yeah, I might have a little go and see what's going to be the best. But that might be good because then we can actually windrow and bale at the same time. If we get a normal windrower, we're going to have to windrow and then bale after. It's just another process. Yeah, I might actually buy some of them, actually. I think that might be quite good. Not maybe as ridiculously as big as we went before. But yeah, they could come in quite handy. But for now, though, I think that's going to wrap up this episode. We're going to find out about the animals. We're probably going to get some horses in the next one. See if we can get some cows. The grass should be ready because we can move on to another month. And the grass should be ready to cut again so we can do some hay bales. And potentially we've got everything to be able to get cows. Just depends if we can actually afford it. If you want to join me on the journey, then please do stick with me. Give it a thumbs up if you're liking this. Please leave your comments and your thoughts. I would love to hear what you think on this one and if it's going in a good way. Or if you want to throw anything into this, then please do let me know. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you back here on the farm in the next episode.